Hello and welcome to the TMSA Young Trad Tour online concert. Today we're going to play some tunes for you and we're going to sing some songs together and in little groups. So the first set of tunes we're going to play today begin with the well-known 4-4 march, the Battle of Waterloo. We then play the Battle of Waterloo as a polka, and then we play a jig, which is not called the Battle of Waterloo, it's called Drummond Castle. And after that we're going to play two reels. The first one's called The Ale is Dear, and finishing with the Donald MacLeod tune, Roddy MacDonald's Fancy.
name's Sarah Markey, I'm from Coatbridge and I play the flute, harp and I also sing. I'd say the best thing about entering the Young Trad competition was being able to play with a range of musicians with lots of different styles. So myself being from the Glasgow Irish scene and getting to sort of mix those styles together has been a good experience for my own music as well. So back in February we recorded the album over 5 days and it was mostly a live recording, which was a good experience because it's quite an intense thing to do. This year I'll be recording my own album as well, which won't be quite the same format, but it's sort of similar in the same studio. So it was great to be working there for 5 days, especially with Angus, Chris and Anna and Finlay, particularly getting some advice from producers. It's great. Since the Young Trad competition final, I'd say it's opened a lot of doors. I sort of tour full time now with a dance show, Celtic Legends, and we've been all over the place to Tahiti and New Caledonia. So it's been worth doing this competition, obviously, just to get the experience of it, but what it can bring you afterwards as well. I definitely recommend, if you're thinking about taking part, just to go for it, because you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain from it. So it's a really special sort of opportunity for you, so yeah, go for it. So today I'm going to play a set of tunes. The first is The Beautiful Goldfinch, which is a waltz by a great flute player, Marcus Hernan, and then I'm going to play two reels, The Caucus and The Road to Lisdon Varna.
Hi, I'm Benedict Morris. I am from Airdrie and I play the fiddle. So I've had an amazing time working with the Young Trad Tour and TMSA. So we spent a week down in Grant's House Studios. It was a fantastic place. We were looked after so well. We stayed there for four nights and made lots of great music and wrote some great sets together, working with everyone, doing songs, solo sets and big group sets as well. So that was a real highlight of the Young Trad Tour experience. Winning the Young Trad Musician of the Year competition back in January 2019 was like an incredible experience. The day itself was fantastic, and it was a great place a great thing to be involved in, playing in the city halls, of course, a magnificent venue, and it gave me a kind of a leap forward into the career that I'd wanted to do for years since I was wee. Some of the opportunities that I was able to do because of that competition was fantastic. Performances at Hebkill up in Stornoway. We did Orkney Folk Festival as well, and Stonehaven, just to name a few of gigs in that great summer. And I also had the amazing chance to play at BBC Proms in the Park in Glasgow Green, and I think it was September of that year, with the BBC Scottish Symphony Orchestra. A couple of my sets that I'd recorded on previous albums were scored for the orchestra, and that was probably the biggest highlight of that year through winning the competition. Being able to work with the rest of the finalists from last year has been a great experience. Usually in my past experience of recording or gigging before, I haven't really gigged with singers, or I'm not in a band with pipers, so it was really it makes you be more creative and discover new little things to make in the music when you've got that different choice of instrumentation. Never mind the kind of calibre of musician that are playing those instruments and who are singing as well. So it was just a magic experience just to be able to make music with these different instruments, these singers, people that I hadn't worked with before, and come up with cool music. For anyone who's considering taking part in this fantastic project and the TMSA, I'd encourage you to just take full advantage of all the amazing opportunities that come your way from the tour in everyone's hometown to the recording in Grant's House Studio. Having the chance to work with these different people and instrumentations that you haven't worked before, it's a key skill to have to then use and take forward in your career for further years, and I can guarantee that you will definitely use these skills in whatever you choose to do in the music profession. So enjoy it. So the set I'm about to play is a set of 3 reels. The first reel is Bunker Hill, the second is Devaney's Goat, and the last one is McFadden's Handsome Young Daughters, and they're all tunes that I kind of grew up playing in the Scottish and Irish traditional music scene in Glasgow. 2, 3,
my name is Luke Mcnally. I'm from Dipton in County Durham in the northeast of England, and I play the guitar and the bouzouki, and I sing as well. So the aspects that I've enjoyed of the Young Trad Tour have been being in a really good group of musicians who I was pals with all of before we did the competition, getting to do a few really good gigs with good sound technicians, and yeah, just getting to play a wide variety of music because everyone's kind of got a different style. This year's obviously been quite a lot different, but even just getting to do the concert today as a sort of condensed version of the tour has been really fun as well. It's nice to get back to it. It's been an absolute pleasure working with everyone. Most people I've played with quite a few times over the years, which is always just dead easy. Rehearsals are always pretty straightforward. We all can sort of read each other's minds to a certain extent, and then putting together the big sets, because of everyone's different styles, it's a little bit harder to get everything together and gelling as quickly, but it doesn't take as long as you might think. Really, you can get some good sounds even with quite a wide variety of different instruments. So yeah, the good parts of the tour itself last time around were that we got to go up and down the country and see some really nice places. It's quite funny seeing the home venues of people. We went to Rory Matheson's high school, for example, and he was showing us around where he used to do the lighting rig and all that kind of stuff. It was just quite funny because we're all a bit more grown up than when we were first in these places, and then returning sort of being as an adult is pretty entertaining. We got to do a gig in my home area as well, which is the first time I've ever done that with trad music, which was lovely as well. And to any musicians who are going to be entering the Young Trad competition, I would say you're always going to be in good company. Pretty much everyone who goes and does the competition is going to be good crack and good fun, and also obviously going to be of a high standard musically. So people sometimes get quite worried and quite nervous. I did as well, but a lot of folk do, and it's better to just, it doesn't work to tell people to not be nervous when they're nervous, but it's a lot more welcoming and sort of just enjoyable than it maybe seems at the outset. It is a competition, but I would always just say treat it as a gig, because it is basically a gig with a bit of added pressure that, in my opinion, isn't really relevant. It's about having fun, mainly. So yeah, if you do it, just try and enjoy it as much as possible. The song I'm going to sing is a song by the great songwriter Michael Mara from Dundee, and it's one that he dedicated to Dundee's goalkeeper, Hamish McAlpine, particularly when they played Monaco FC, and Grace Kelly was in the crowd, so it's called Hamish the Goalie.
Up at Tannadice, framed in woodwork, cold as ice, keeping out the wolves in his particular way, a smile and a wave, a miraculous save, they say. Out runs Hamish and the ball's in Invergowrie Bay. Up at Tannadice, as they gently terrorize and called the sentry, "Oh, Hamish, give us a song," raising the voices as high as the bridge is long. NASA said hello, and did you miss him while his voice was gone? I remember that time, it was an evening game, a European tie in the howling rain. Gus Foy pointed to the side of the goal and said, "There's Grace Kelly by Taylor Brothers Cole at Tannadice." paradise, watching as the fortunes rise, and smiling when he hears, it's only a game. Win, lose or draw, you'll get home to your bed just the same. But Hamish stalks young men's dreams into a burning flame. But Hamish stalks young men's dreams into a burning flame.
I'm Hannah Rarity. I'm from West Lothian, but I live in Glasgow, and I'm a singer. I think one of the most enjoyable parts of being part of the TMSA tour is getting to make music with other musicians who you know and are friends with around about the scene in Glasgow and Scotland, but you maybe wouldn't find yourselves in a band with. So it's been great to pick songs together, arrange them together, and also the experience of all going into the studio and looking at the way that everyone sort of interprets how to work, how best to work. That's been a really positive thing to come out of it. The great thing about the tour, as well as getting to know one another even better than we did before, is getting a little flavour of where everyone's from. So Scotland is quite a small country, but everyone comes from quite different areas of the country, and it's nice to go perform for those audiences and also meet members of their family and get a feel for it. Winning in 2018 gave me a massive platform upon which to base and sort of launch my career. I'd been doing gigging for quite a bit before, but I hadn't really done my own thing. So after the competition, I worked on my own album straight away, and that really gave that a massive boost. And having the title opened up lots of doors for opportunities throughout 2018 that I then got further work from. So it just kind of helps you put yourself out there and pushes you to try and take on new experiences that you might not have been given if you hadn't been a part of it. To young musicians who are thinking about taking part in the competition, I would say go for it. You have absolutely nothing to lose. You only have things to gain from this, whether it's performance experience, meeting new people, getting a chance to, if you get through, to do the album and tour, and these are all beneficial things if you're looking to work as a professional musician. And it's also great fun. The early stages, might be quite nerve-wracking, but it's a great experience that you'll look back on. The song I'm going to do today is called Go and Leave Me. I believe it's originally an Irish song, and I first heard it from the singing of Heidi Talbot, and it's quite a sad one, but we wanted to put our own spin on it. It starts off a girl sad that her lover has left her, and the lyrics of quite a lot of folk songs tends to kind of go that way, but we put a little slant on it because I want the main singer to be tough at the end. So this is our take on Go and Leave Me.
Once I loved with fond affection, one whose thoughts were dear to me, until there came a dreary parting. Never speak to me. Go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. If you think that I lassie. She'll never know it first was mine. Farewell to friends and to kind relations. Farewell to you, my false young man. You have caused me such pain, such sorrow, that never shall I love again. Now go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind, since you thought that I proved unworthy. Go and leave me, I don't mind. Go and leave me, I don't mind.
The next song we're going to play for you is Helen of Curcano, which is a 16th century Scottish ballad published by Walter Scott and from Dumfriesshire, so we hope you enjoy.
I wish I once were Helen dies, for night and day on me she cries, for night and day on me she cries. I wish I once were Helen dies, on fair Curcano lea. Oh Helen fair beyond compare, I'll make a garland o' thy hair, I'll make a garland o' thy hair, wrapped in my heart forevermore, on fair Curcano lea. I curse the heart that hatched the thought, and curse the hand that fired the shot. I curse the hand that fired the shot, when in my arms my Helen dropped and died forsaken me. But thinking I my heart was sore, my love trapped in and spark me mere. I laid her down in muckle care, oh thinking I my heart was sore, on fair Curcano lea. I found my foe behind a wall, I left it in my sword to draw. Stern was our strife on Curtalshaw, as I hacked him into pieces small. What teen my love for me? I wish I was where Helen dies, for night and day on me she cries, for night and day on me she cries. I wish I was where Helen lies, on fair Curcano lea.
Hi, my name is Catherine Tinney. I am from the Isle of Skye originally, but I've been based in Glasgow now for years. And I'm a Gaelic singer, though I do play a little bit of the fiddle as well. What I found really valuable about being part of the project was working towards the album recording and the live concerts as well with the other musicians. And although we obviously, given the current coronavirus situation, haven't managed to tour what we prepared, even the process of putting everything together, preparing our sets and working with the rest of the Young Trad finalists was really useful experience and an enjoyable process as well. Working with the other young musicians in the group has been an interesting experience and useful in terms of just thinking about other instruments and how you might fit them into arranging your song, things that do work and don't work, and also just a process of working together and collaborating and taking people's ideas on board and putting your own forward, towards a shared outcome. So this experience was a wee bit different to some other recording projects I've done, in that anything I have done in the past has usually been for television or solo recordings myself. So it was great to be able to work with other musicians having other instruments in the mix, and actually having that experience at Gran's house, being there while everybody else was recording their parts as well, and just seeing how the process worked was really useful. I would say to any other young musicians who are thinking about taking part in the competition, particularly those who maybe haven't been performing as frequently, looking for something to give them a bit of a boost and a bit of a push back into music and performing, just to go for it. That was my experience of it anyway, having come out of a different career and feeling like I hadn't been doing as much music as I wanted to. I just thought, why not, and went for it. It's been really great for me. So I'm going to sing a song called Horo Chanid Catalarum, and this song I heard first from an amazing Gaelic singer called Ishbel McCaskill, and the song itself describes, well, it's a woman who is not particularly happy having been married off young with the approval of her family to this older man because he has money. And while all other young women her age are off out having a great time, she is at home with this older man and he snores. Horo chanil catalarum, chanil mader solas, mochul urikjalkare, van lachai mofasig, horo chanil catalarum. Va maher is mo vaher, is mo vraren hulle janach, mo fasig rishin jaunet, on va mi gaun gestares, horo chanil catalarum. Shin thore hooking carasem, shin jaunet ein mo varig, shin pasig ein mo harach, se vlashe det mo gruayen, horo chanil catalarum. Nuer vis kachs ne bargen siet, a krachnen kutschunter, be michelish en jaunet, is raunet get mochulu, horo chanil catalarum. Coil eve chalaken, en jedem shanach jultu, gantare janet oiger, get vejes boden suen, horo chanil catalarum, chanil mader solas, mochul urikjalkare,
Gan lach haim o fasil Oro chanil catalaram.
My name is Cameron Ross. I'm from Stonehaven and I play the fiddle. So I really enjoyed being part of the Young Trad group just from the get-go, starting off with workshops and learning some really interesting things, to meeting lots of, obviously fantastic musicians and collaborating with them, and just really enjoyed that, obviously because we're from so many different places and had so many different experiences musically, which has been fantastic to collaborate with them. And it's just been fantastic, obviously during the COVID times as well, to be able to come together just now and play together, which has been the first time since March for myself, so really enjoyed that. Loved the whole recording process and working at Grant's house, because I'd never actually been there, although so many people that I know have recorded there and heard good things, so that was exciting. And just because there's so many different musicians and different styles, it's great to be part of an album that focused on different styles and song and things, which I'd played that sort of music before, but not as not focused as heavily until the album, which was a great thing for myself to be a part of. So for the competition, the final, it was a lot of preparation, and it was quite different to another performance that I'd given in regards to preparing for it, just obviously because it was quite a short set and up against some fantastic people, so really enjoyed putting that programme together. And I had a great time, obviously, because I actually flew back from Jamaica to do the final, so it was a fantastic experience for myself, and really enjoyed being part of Celtic Connections as well, which was fantastic. So I definitely recommend anyone who's thinking about applying for the Young Trad competition to just go for it, because even if you don't get in the first time, I didn't get in the first time, and got through the final the next time I applied, so I'd absolutely say go for it, and you'll have an amazing time and meet new people and have fantastic opportunities, which will just totally be great for your career, or just if you were just enjoyment as well. So the set of tunes that I'm going to play starts with a strathspey called Callum Breagach, which is Gaelic for Callum the Liar, and then I go into a couple of reels, which are the Blue Reel, Gary Banjo and the Prince of Wales. Hi, my name's Ross Miller and I'm from Linlithgow in West Lothian. I play the bagpipes, and for this album and recording I'm also playing the whistle and singing a little bit of backing vocals. This has been a great opportunity to play at, first of all we played at Celtic Connections, and also to play with some people that I've never played before with, and also play with some old friends who I've played with a lot before. Working with the other musicians in this project has been really fun. We got on really well, and it's been great to think about how I can put my music into a bigger group scenario and how I can contribute effectively to when there's lots of other instruments. This project's been great because we had musical directors for it, so we could they could guide our music. We had Finlay Napier and Anna Massey helping us work towards the recording, and it was great to go down to Grant's house and stay there for a couple of days and just really kind of immerse ourselves in the recording. I think this is a great opportunity for you to showcase yourself. You can get to do gigs at Celtic Connections and around your hometowns of some people, and you might get to play places you've never played before. I also think it's a great opportunity just to think about how you play as opposed to playing as part of a band as well, which is a good opportunity. So for my set today, I'm going to play a 2/4 march, which is a little bit different to normal. It's a wee bit more flowing. It's called Ian Angus's Welcome to the Big Wide World. Not an easy one to say. And then I'm going to play two reels. The first one is a traditional reel called The Flagon, and then I'm going to finish off with a Gordon Duncan tune that's actually seldom heard, but I think it's a really good one, called Ash City.
Massive thank you to the TMSA and Creative Scotland for making all of this possible. We've now come to our last song. This is In Friendship's Name, which I learned from the singing of Gordina McCulloch, and it's pretty fitting for the moment that we now find ourselves in. So sing along at home.
Hier in the enga blazing, was she happy and see free, though the northern winds blow freezy, friendship warms both you and me.
Happy we've been all together, canty we've been young and all. Time shall see us all mere blither, ere we rise to gang a wall.
See the miser o'er his treasure, glutton we are greedy. What can fill his woes with pleasure, as a rudeness here we see.
Happy we've been all together, canty we've been young and all. Time shall see us all mere blither, ere we rise to gang a wall.
Thus then let us all be tossing, no o'er the stoop a generous fame, and while round the board is passing, raise a sang in friendship's name.
Happy we've been all together, canty we've been young and all. Time shall see us all mere blither, ere we rise to gang a wall.
Friendship makes us all mere happy, friendship gives us all delight, friendship consecrates the drappy, friendship brought us here the night.
Happy we've been all together, canty we've been young and all. Time shall see us all mere blither, ere we rise to gang a wall. Happy we've been all together, canty we've been young and all. Time shall see us all mere